Hey everyone, just a quick chat about some budget RGB fans. I recently got these from InWin. These are the InWin Saturn 120 millimeters. They come in 140 millimeter as well. First, when I saw these fans online, I wasn't a huge fan because I didn't really like this clear plastic design, and to be honest, it looked kind of cheap, right? So I'm just gonna open this pack. I have two packs, so I've opened the other one already. And this one I'll open along with you guys here. If I can just get this out without tearing the box apart. So in the box, you get the controller. This controller has this switch. I'm not too sure what this does. I couldn't really get it to work properly for me. But I control my RGB fans through the motherboard. Or I use like an Aqua Aero with the whatever that Aqua Computer LED thing is to control my RGBs. But sometimes, you know, the fans come with proprietary headers and you have to use the controller. Like this one, you have to use this controller piece. The fans plug in by daisy chain. So you get, this is the power source wire, I believe, for all the fans through one controller. This is the PWM controller cable that also plugs into here. All these headers seem to be proprietary, so I'm not a huge fan of that, but it is what it is. These are the daisy chain cables. They're super short, and this is one reason why I recommend these particular set of RGB fans over other fans. This is the RGB cable to your motherboard, etc. controller, and you get mounting screws. Nothing new there. This is the fan controller cable to the controller to the first fan, right? So it's extra long. Not extra long, but it's longer. And you get another daisy chain cable. So you get two daisy chain cables, and then you get to the fans. Right out the box here. Box struggles. All right, so they're individually wrapped, always a nice touch. And when you get the fans out, there you go. I showed these off in the H-frame video. They're not the most premium feeling fan, like I can squeeze it. You know, I'm not the world's best build quality on this part, but it's fairly solid, you know. Compared to like a Corsair fan, it's about the same in build quality. I'll show you right here, actually. I got an LL fan here somewhere. Okay, 1 second. So here's an LL fan from Corsair. This one's used, so obviously it's got a little dust. These fans, I think they were like $30, $40 each when they came out. 3-pack for 120, right? These fans, you know, they don't feel any more premium than these. These are 10 bucks each, 3 for 35, something like that. And yeah, there's no real build difference. If you look at the blades on this, fan blades are actually a little larger. These are supposedly designed for static air pressure as well. They're just light up pretty. They're not the world's best static fans. Everybody knew that. And you see the wires. There's a lot of wires, right? So one of the biggest problems with RGB fans is the wires. You get stuck with all these wires, and they're painful to clean up on the back of the case, and they're just a pain in the ass to route. So when you buy fans like the Lian Li SLs, they're magnetic, right? They got the magnetic connector and they just snap together like that. Those fans are really nice, but they're also sold out everywhere, and they're also extremely expensive, right? 3 for 100, I think, was the old price. I don't know about now. But these fans, you can see I just plug in the daisy connector, daisy chain connector right here. I plug in another daisy chain connector right here. And now, if I can't see it, hold on, oh, there we go. And now these fans, you have the fan speed controlled and the RGB controlled with just this wire, right? So when I have the third fan, if you have an AIO or a radiator, or even on your case in the front, you know, you take a third one here, and I take the other. It's okay. Apparently, it's on one corner. On one side of the fan, there's two of them, right? So you just plug it in, and now you only have to worry about the one wire right here. This wire right here. This one end plugs into a fan, and then the other end plugs into the controller, and that's it. Now you just have the wires from the controller. Where other RGB fans, you got the wire from the controller, right? Going to the motherboard, you got all these wires on the controller. Then you got a wire, RGB wire, and a fan PWM wire per every single fan. And that is just extremely annoying. If you have 12 fans in your system, that's a lot of wires you got to clean up. So this makes wiring a lot easier, and yeah, you can't complain about this, especially at the price point. We're talking 3 for 35 bucks. I might be wrong, but it's less than $40. And I have nothing bad to say about InWin fan performance. I used InWin Crown 140s, 12 of them, on my 928. They performed well, they never died, they were quiet, you know. So I don't doubt InWin's marketing on these being good static pressure fans. Even if they're not the best, you know, when we're talking about fans these days, I don't care if you buy the best fan that there is out there, the Noctua, I forgot the model number. It's like $30 each, just a brown fan. That, yes, it is the best static performance. How much better is it than the cheapest fan that's like hybrid air static, which I think this would probably be hybrid air static, right? Looking at the blades. 1 degree, 2 degrees, right? It's not a deal breaker, okay? So I'm gonna now hook these up, light them up real quick. I'm not gonna be able to do like the fancy colors. These are ARGB, so they can do all sorts of patterns, but with a basic just ASUS Aura controller, I can't really do those. But I'm gonna hook them up now. I'm gonna show them real quick so you guys can take a look what it looks like. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. Ignore the fan noise if it catches on the mic. Because the controller, there's no fan control on it right now, so they're all just going full speed. You can see it lights up. Obviously you can control the stuff from your motherboard, but the button on here controls some of the, yeah, it's not great because the Aura is not set up to be controlled this way with the onboard controller. I mean with like an external controller. So I'll just cycle through the Aura, see if I can get any other effects. Guess not. All right. So yeah, you definitely need some type of motherboard control for them, but there is, on the controller itself, what I was saying earlier was that there is, you can daisy chain these to another controller. There's a ARGB out, which would be the wire to another controller. I guess 3 fans per controller. Not bad, right? So you can see, I mean, if I unplug the terminal, that I have the RGB wire here too, you just really have this and a SATA cable, right? This is a SATA power cable. And then you have the fan, and that's it. So it's much less. Now, other than that, aside from this, I'm gonna turn this off because this is just blowing air randomly. Just want to show you guys this power supply. It's completely unrelated, but check this out. I got this power supply with the InWin H-frame, and the dopest thing about this power supply is when it lights up. Yeah, that looks nice and cool, right? I really love it when it lights up. Anyway, unrelated. Yeah, I was using that power supply to power this stuff. That's why it's hung over on the table here. So yeah, these fans I would definitely recommend. They're not too noisy at max. That was at max volume just now, and that's against the piece of flat board that where no air can pass through. Another set of cheap RGB fans I've mentioned many times in many videos is the PC cooler fans. If you're willing to deal with the wires, get these. These, don't buy the 5-pack. The 5-pack has the RGB header. This is a 3-pin J connector, which is used on some of the ASUS stuff and some of the Fantech stuff, but they do include an adapter for it. And if you get the 5-pack, these are kind of stuck together like this, which is impossible for wire management. So get the 3-packs. These things are cheap too, like 3 for $30. I think these pretty much were rebranded for XSPC because they're identical. These fans are so well made. I weighed it. This is actually 30 grams heavier than the Corsair QL fans, the new ones. So you can just think about that. I mean, 30 grams is not that much, but you can think about it. The heft alone. Sometimes heft does tell you about build quality because they're all made out of plastic, right? They're not some special material out there. So yeah, these are definitely recommended for the price point and the ease of wires, you know. So that's pretty much it for this video. Just wanted to show these fans off. I will be using these, and then I will be replacing them with some other ones. I just want to, you know, give them a go and see how they are. But yeah, this part, like I said, doesn't feel so great, but the corners feel nice and sturdy, the rubberized, so anti-vibration. Yeah, they look nice. Definitely worth giving it a shot. All right, well, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the H-frame build. I took all the parts to get powder coated yesterday, so I should have the powder coated stuff back this Wednesday. So sometime Thursday, maybe the weekend, or maybe before that, I'll post a video of how that looks. These fans will be in that build, and then they'll be swapped out for EK fans for when I get the EK F90 block. I will be getting the EK FE 3090 block sometime, I want to say March, April. I'll be getting it before release, I'll give you that much. So I might be one of the first people to show it off, so we'll see. All right, thanks for watching. Stay safe and take care.